AIDS, James, Father's Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got custody. I had a lady on, well, this happened several times. I had a lady on YouTube. Came on and was talking all this. All you got to do is cite this constitutional right and this and that, and the courts have no authority to rule against you, you know. Kind of along the lines of that sovereign nation stuff, or citing a treaty with the Moors. You know, our Constitution does say that we're supposed to honor treaties and things like that. And we're supposed to be more free than we actually are. So a lot of those legal doctrines are correct. But while you're citing those legal doctrines, I mean, I've seen people go to jail and come in and cite that legal doctrine, and they go to jail, and the court just totally ignores it. So do you want to win some kind of moral high ground and not see your kids, or do you want to learn how to go in there and fight and see your kids? So this lady was talking all this legal mumbo jumbo, and I said, where did that work for you? Where's the proof that works? We're just supposed to believe it just because you said it? The proof that what I'm talking about works is I show you my winning court orders. And then the lady got all pissed and was saying, what's up with all the hostility? Why are you attacking me and stuff? Because I have zero tolerance for people who come onto my page and give people bad information or bad unsolicited legal advice. And then when I ask them, where do you get that from, or what's going, you know, whatever, then they don't answer. They can't come up with an answer. I have zero tolerance for ignorance and zero tolerance for people coming on my page and just throwing out stuff and everybody just supposed to believe it. This is not a father's rights movement page where everybody can get on here and just give all kinds of advice after they lost in court over and over and over again. So I will shut down the BS. I will shut down stupidity. I will shut down stuff that's going to mislead my audience. Or I'll demand somebody to hand stuff over. I have zero tolerance for that. After 20 years of dealing with a bunch of bullcrap, you think I want to just sit here and just negotiate with somebody over their false doctrine, cult-like bullcrap? And then the lady, that's the lady who said, oh, there's not just one way of doing this. I don't talk about like one way or one method. I talk about using everything that's available to you and fighting and get on the offensive. I don't know how she narrowed down what I said into one way. And she still didn't answer me. So if anybody's worried, how come you're so hostile? How can you come back and you talk crazy to people who come on your page and say crazy, stupid, ignorant, lying stuff? Because I don't tolerate lies very well. I don't tolerate BS. I don't tolerate made up, fake, phony bullcrap. If you're so genius, like this lady had, I think, 6 subscribers to her YouTube channel. If you're such a genius and what you're saying works so well, start your own YouTube channel. Don't just hijack somebody else's YouTube channel that's got, you know, literally about 1,000 times more followers than you. Go make your own thing. Pave your own way. Don't come on my page and talk your false doctrine bullcrap and bring your occult stuff to my page. I'm not dealing with the bullcrap. I just had a guy tonight. He abandoned his kid in California, moved to Alaska to do boat fishing and stuff like that. He doesn't want to change his career to fight for his kid. And then I'm telling him stuff that worked for me and worked for other people. Oh, that can't work. Our lawyers told me they can't, and I can't, and I can't, and I can't. That was when we got a first consultation. First of all, he talked to me for free for a little while because he was referred by a friend of mine, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Then he flaked out on 3 different times. Oh, let's do this time, let's do that time, let's do this time. And he flaked out on me a few different times. And then we finally got a consult, and he goes, let's break this up. And then he's texting me Thursday night at 11:40 p.m. and says, let's talk in the morning tomorrow. I said, I'm tied up all day tomorrow. And he goes, if not tomorrow, then when? Saturday. First of all, I charge extra on Saturday. Second of all, this diva princess is going to sit here and tell me that he could just call me and text me in the middle of the night and I should just jump to it first thing in the morning. Talk about a narcissistic welfare mentality entitled feminine diva. That's what I deal with all the time. Today I talked to at least 8 people. I think I scheduled 2 consultations over the next week. I talked to 8 other people who just wanted to talk to me, didn't schedule a consultation, didn't lock down anything. They were texting me back and forth. One person called me, and then they wanted to talk and talk and talk and never really scheduled anything, said they'll get back to me. That's what I'm dealing with all day. And then I have somebody like this guy who says, you're supposed to just call me first thing in the morning tomorrow, giving me notice the night before. And before, he flaked on me several times. And then I said, I'm tied up all day tomorrow and all day Saturday. And then he said, no, you're not. If that's the case, give me my money back. You can't find half an hour or 20 minutes or something like that with me. No, I can't, because I'm committed to. This guy didn't have time. Oh, I'm working. I'm doing this. I'm on the boat. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Okay, your kid isn't that important to you. See, I don't need you guys. If you guys don't work out and don't pan out, I can't continue this to continue to. All I do is make enough money to get by. I live, I sub rent in a split level home. I don't have, my own. I don't own a home. I have a paid off, 2012 Ford Explorer. I'm not living high off the hog like Judge Anthony and all these rich attorneys that you guys helped make them rich, and then you turn around and complain that I'm charging a few bucks. So, this punk little sissy, he didn't even want to fight for his kid because he's arguing with me all the things that he can't do. And now all of a sudden he thinks he's ready to go for it after he continues to abandon his daughter, not do anything. So anyway, so I told him I'm tied up, and he said, no, you're not, to give me my money back. And I said, gladly. I'm not going to have an effeminate drama queen manipulate me like his baby mama's manipulating him, and he's passing the same demons that she passed on to him onto me. I'm not playing that game. I'll gladly return somebody's money. I don't know if he thought that he was going to talk me into doing something or whatever, but he just pissed away the best advice that he could possibly get. But he doesn't really want advice because he's been sitting here dinking around. The person who referred him like, well over a month ago. It took him a couple weeks to get going. And he said, and then he half-assed a conversation, didn't take any notes, was in the middle of work. He doesn't really give a damn. All he wants to do is just, I don't even know what he wants to do. He just had an emotional moment and said, oh, I really want to fight now. I need you to call me tomorrow. This is what I deal with all the time. I mean, that was a little bit crazy extreme where the guy is telling me I'm not tied up. The other thing, I have no talk. This is why I'm so hostile, and I'm quick to say, fine, forget you. Screw off. I'm not talking to you. Don't talk to me. The guy is going to crap on what I'm doing and think he can disturb me in the middle of the night and tell me I'm not doing what I'm doing. I've told some of you guys before, I have a side hobby where I make high school highlight tapes of kids in the area. That's a hobby of mine. It helps me get me away from this stuff for a moment. And, plus it's something that I'm kind of committed to, helping kids get exposure. Some kids have gotten scholarships over my videos and things like that. And I do it for free. And I enjoy it. And it's a good breakaway from the monotony of this, overbearing bullcrap. And then what's crazy is that I'm the only advocate out here for men, for the most part. I have countless people who say there's nobody out here talking like you. There's nobody out here saying what you're saying. I've gone to the father. I just had a guy say I've been with a bunch of fathers' rights groups, and they're not saying or doing anything. So I'm like the only advocate. And then a bunch of men, not just a couple, a whole bunch of them turn into drama queen divas just like their narcissist ex and turn on me. Because I didn't placate to their effeminate emotions and feelings, which is what got them in the jam that they're in the first place. So I have a low tolerance for woke. I'll shut it down immediately. There's been guys who threatened me, oh, I'll sue you or give me my money back. Gladly, okay, bye. And then all their power is gone over me because they have this, Jezebel Witch, manipulative narcissist control freak thing that should only be found in a woman. It shouldn't be, but it's mostly found in a woman. And they think they can like passive aggressively bully me or something. And some of those guys, I realize, okay, they are the problem in the relationship, and what the mother's allegations are true about them. But I have no tolerance for wasting time, money, and energy because I'm going for a targeted audience of warriors and guys who will fight. Go watch David Goggins. Go watch Snake Diet. Go watch anybody who talks about success. They cut off people who drag them down like this. I'm not gonna go down and dive into the murk and mud and the cesspool that you're in and be dragged into it. I'm getting out. If you want to come up higher and fly with the eagles, come with me. If you don't, then just stick with the losers. So that's why I have no tolerance.